Did you see the videos of the Grammys last night?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Tell me that's not hands down the most important video in the United States right now. Actually, it's not. In fact, the reason why the world is focused on this, I believe, is a total distraction. Because I'm almost positive you haven't seen this clip here of Vladimir Putin.
Но совершенно очевидно, что в этой связи поставлять наши товары в Европейский Союз, в Соединенные Штаты и получать оплату в долларах, евро, в ряде других валют не имеет для нас уже никакого смысла. Поэтому мною принято решение в самое короткое время реализовать комплекс мер по переводу оплаты. Начнем с этого, с нашего природного газа, переводу оплаты нашего природного газа, поставляемого в так называемые недружественные страны, за российские рубли. То есть отказаться от использования в таких расчетах всех скомпрометировавших себя валют. При этом хочу отдельно подчеркнуть, что Россия продолжит, безусловно, поставлять природный газ в соответствии с объемами и по ценам, по принципам ценообразования, зафиксированным в заключенных ранее контрактах.
Now, what is he talking about? Why is that important? Basically, what Vladimir Putin is saying that all of his adversaries, basically NATO and the Western world, are going to have to purchase oil from him either using the ruble, which they've now tied gold to, which is also going to increase the value of their currency. So you either are going to use gold to purchase from them or the ruble. Here's the problem with that. Some of you guys may or may not be familiar with the petrodollar system, but the United States dollar is not backed in gold. The only thing that gives it value is the purchase and sale of oil, because you need to use the dollar to do that. And now Russia is telling the Western world, Europe, that they have to go through him and purchase their oil through gold. Well, why does it matter? Because remember when Donald Trump put sanctions on Russia and he said that we're not going to allow them to build the Nord Stream pipeline to our NATO allies? Remember when he did that? He did this for a reason. We were spending billions of dollars protecting NATO. Why does it make any sense for us to go and purchase oil from Russia when we're supposed to be protecting NATO? Doesn't make any sense. So he put sanctions on there to prevent that pipeline from being created. Joe Biden, as soon as he got into office, removed those sanctions, allowed Russia to continue to build that pipeline into Germany. Now Germany is purchasing oil from Russia. At that same time, he canceled several, if not thousands of leases within the United States that oil companies were using to drill for oil and for natural gas reserves. On top of that, he also shut down the Keystone XL pipeline project and never allowed it to finish, which would have given America full energy independence where we wouldn't have to deal with the Middle East anymore. But Joe Biden has completely reversed that. He's essentially given power to Russia to do this. So you remember what happened the last time a country tried to stop selling their oil in the US dollar? It wasn't that long ago. In fact, most of you guys watching this video were probably alive when it happened. It was when Iraq said that they're no longer going to buy and sell oil using the dollar and they're going to start to use the euro. What happened after that? Remember the shock and awe campaign? The B-2 bombers, they flew into Iraq, they bombed the country to smithereens, we toppled their government. Do you remember all this stuff? This is the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about, okay? And now we have a situation where Russia, one of the countries that are aspiring to become one of the world leaders, are now saying that if you want to work with them, you have to buy gold, and we have no gold that's backing our currency. It's going to hurt us in the long run. Every single thing that Joe Biden has done in regards to energy, whether it's gone to in regards to foreign policy, the conflict that's going on overseas in Ukraine, every single thing that he's done has completely failed, and it is the complete opposite of pushing America forward. This right here, my friends, is no longer just a slogan. This is no longer just a slogan. America is on life support right now. 2022 is the year that we've got. This is the final chance. It's all or nothing for us to turn our country around and put it back on the right track. I don't believe we have until 2024 to make a proper decision. We need to get people that are pro-America, America first, that are trying to put our country back on top. Because if we don't, and if you continue to watch stuff like Chris Rock on television and all that madness that has nothing to do with the importance of the world in the larger scheme of things, we're going to be in a situation that we may never, ever be able to return from. We're the greatest country the world has ever seen, and we have the opportunity to get it back on the right track. Get myself, get other candidates that are for America into Congress in 2022 and help us turn this around. Because what Joe Biden is doing right now, what the whole administration is doing right now is despicable. And I personally, when I get to Congress, I'm looking to push for impeachment.